Wait, you're a Bears fan and you're not subscribed to my channel? Before this video starts, make sure to 1. Hit the subscribe button below to catch all Bears content right here on this podcast. 2. Hit the bell notification because you, my friend, are a diehard Bears fan. And 3. Like this video and tell all the Bears fans you know about the channel. Alright, that's better. Now that you're actually subscribed to the channel, make sure to bear down and enjoy this video.
You're listening to Keek on the Mic.
Keek on the Mic.
A podcast all about the Chicago Bears. This podcast starts right now.
Keek on the Mic.
What is going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. But before we get this episode started, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram page at Keek on the Mic. Make sure you share this podcast with all the Bears fans that you know, and you'll also be able to listen to this episode of Keek on the Mic on Apple Podcasts. So, as all Bears fans are right now, I am in a very, very good mood. And one huge reason is the Green Bay Packers lost. And every time the Green Bay Packers lose, it is a joyous occasion for all Chicago Bears fans. What is even more funnier about the Green Bay Packers losing is that makes Aaron Rodgers 1-4 in conference championship games. And you know who else only has one conference championship win in his career? You got it right. That's Rex Grossman, baby. A Chicago Bear. So all Bears fans should enjoy this. And I think the reason why my blood was so boiling for this game is because the week prior, when they were playing the Rams, there was a Packers fan that had a sign that says, "What time do the Bears play again?" And it's like, you know we're out. I understand it's a fun little rivalry that we have, but I am so happy that the Green Bay Packers are out, and, you know, they proved me right. I just know Green Bay doesn't play well against good football teams, and that's that. They are the kings of the North, and that's about it. So, the reason I am doing a Bears video today, because I actually had a listener comment, and they wanted me to do trades that I can see the Chicago Bears doing this offseason. If you haven't checked out my 4 offseason moves that the Bears need to make in order to improve in 2021, make sure you go check out that video as well before I do this. But this is a challenge, and I appreciate people that comment and say, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do that?" I like doing that. You know, I'm trying to make good content for you guys, so thank you for the suggestion. And here we go. Obviously, the Bears are going to be aggressive. So, can these trade happens? Not necessarily, but you can't ever count out a desperate GM like Ryan Pace. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to try to make as many moves as possible to improve the Chicago Bears team that is trying to win right now. So I have 3 trades. 3 trades that I wrote down. And make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about these trades. And let me know who you would like to see the Chicago Bears trade for. And let me know what you would give up for them. So, the first trade that I have is New York Giants middle linebacker, inside linebacker, Blake Martinez. If you guys don't recognize his name, he was playing for the Green Bay Packers, got drafted in the 4th round in 2016, and let me tell you, this dude is fast. If you look at Roquan Smith, their games to me are identical. He flies all over the football field, and I'm telling you, if you compare this man with Roquan Smith, it would be absolutely ridiculous. When the Green Bay Packers let Blake Martinez walk in free agency last year, and the Bears didn't even look his direction, I'm like, are you guys stupid? Well, we actually kind of know that the Chicago Bears are a little bit stupid, but when they didn't even look his way, I was disappointed, because if you would have paired him with Roquan Smith, it would have just been absolutely ridiculous. They would have been the perfect pair. He's only 27 years old, still a lot of football left in his tank. From 2017 to 2020, he played all 16 games. And if I remember correctly, he played about almost 100% of his snaps, of the defensive snaps. So he doesn't get tired. He's just on the field 24/7. So he has a high motor. I love that about him. From 2017 to 2020, he also had 100 plus tackles. This proves that he's all over the football field. If you guys don't know who Blake Martinez is, go search on YouTube and look at his highlights. He's all over the place. Every single play he's in. He makes every single play. It's absolutely ridiculous. He combined for 11 sacks in 3 seasons, and it's just so impressive. I'm just confused why when he was available, why didn't the Bears even look in his direction? Maybe it's because of the money. He was an expensive free agent, but they didn't even give him the time of day, and that's just confusing. And also when you have Danny Trevathan, he's been playing really good football, but he is getting older. So I don't know. Like, to me, if I was trying to trade for Blake Martinez, I would give the New York Giants, I would offer them Danny Trevathan and a 3rd round pick. I almost went with the 2nd round pick, but I'm like, you know what? I feel like Danny Trevathan and a 3rd round pick should be enough. Will the Giants do it? Probably not. He's young. Blake Martinez is an outstanding inside linebacker. And another thing is, he has 2 years left on his deal, worth about $10.2 million in each of those 2 years, and that's just too expensive for the Chicago Bears to actually make that type of trade when they barely have money them damn selves. So they probably won't make this trade. It would be a dream come true for me if they made this trade, but it's not happening, Bears fans. So let me know what you think about this first one. Would you trade for Blake Martinez if the options were right and you could actually trade for him? I definitely would. The second one on the list for me, and this is obvious for all Bears fans, is Texans QB Deshaun Watson. Obviously, he's not happy in Houston. He hasn't officially asked for a trade, but in so many words, he wants out of Houston. There's been reports all weekend long. The first one saying that his first destination that he would like to go to was the Jets, which I don't know why the Jets. The second on his list was the Dolphins. You have to be careful listening to those type of rumors. Sometimes quarterbacks will say certain things, or people will say certain things, and then it won't actually happen. So I don't really look too much into rumors. And then he also said that it doesn't matter what coach they hire. So even if the Texans happen to hire Eric Bieniemy, which is one of Deshaun Watson's favorites for his next head coach, he said it wouldn't matter. So will the Texans actually trade him? I don't know. But I truly think that Deshaun Watson is going to force his way out of Houston, and he's ready for a fresh start. It's really a no-brainer. I don't think I have to give you explanation of why the Chicago Bears need to trade for Deshaun Watson. So in 4 seasons, he has had over 14,000 passing yards. He has 104 touchdowns, 36 interceptions, 67.8 completion percentage, and a 104.5 passer rating. And he's just a beast. The Bears missed their opportunity back in 2017 to get this guy. He's a franchise quarterback. He's only 25 years old, so if you were able to land Deshaun Watson, he can possibly be your quarterback for the next 12 plus years, and that's what the Bears need. The Bears are so desperate for a franchise quarterback, so I would offer them the house. I would give them 3 first-round picks, and you know what? And it hurts me to say this because I love this player, but I would even give them Tariq Cohen. So 3 first and Tariq Cohen as well. I would offer them for Deshaun Watson. Would it be enough? I don't know. I really don't, but that would be my offer. So let me know what you think about my offer for Deshaun Watson, and what would you offer the Houston Texans if you had the opportunity to trade for Deshaun Watson? So my last trade is not for a player that I want, but a player that's currently on our roster, and he's about to become a free agent, and that is A-Rob. So everyone knows that we love A-Rob. We need Allen Robinson in order to succeed, but it's looking like he doesn't even want to be a Chicago Bear, and that's tough. You know, there's a lot of people that love Allen Robinson, but there's also a lot of Bears fans that will say, you know what, let him go, let him walk. If he doesn't want to be a Chicago Bear, let him go. I wish we can keep A-Rob. It's not looking likely, but if he really wants to walk, I think we should try to get something out of him. So I would try to franchise tag him and trade him. And to me, he's a top 10 receiver. Outstanding guy. I think he's only 27 years old, so still pretty young. And I'm just trying to get something out of him. I don't think we should just let him walk and then we just lose out, right? So I would try to sign and trade Allen Robinson. So the trade offer I would try to do is trade A-Rob to the Miami Dolphins for hopefully a first and a 6th round pick. People may think, oh, he's not worth the first, but I beg to differ. When you look at the people throwing to Allen Robinson, it's just crazy. Yeah, Blake Bortles, Nick Foles, and Mitchell Trubisky. Not good. Absolutely not good. So I think his value is high because of the players and quarterbacks that were throwing to him. So obviously, will the Dolphins take that? I really don't know. But I just think a first and a 6th round pick is fair for a player like Allen Robinson. So let me know what you think. I know a lot of people don't want to lose Allen Robinson, but it's looking more likely that we will lose Allen Robinson to either in free agency or hopefully we can sign and trade A-Rob to get something out of him. So let me know below what you think of this trade. Let me know below what you think of all the trades I have on the table. And let me know below what you would trade, who you would trade for, and what you would actually give up to get those players. I would love to hear. But before we end this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at KeekOnTheMic. Make sure you share this podcast with all the Bears fans that you know, and you'll also be able to listen to this episode of Keek on the Mic on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you rate and review that podcast. That'll be much appreciated. But other than that, I'll catch you next time for an all-new Bears video right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys.
Now this is a podcast all about Bears. You either cheering for this team or just pulling your hair. I like to take a minute, just sit right back and tell you how I became the #1 Bears fan. That boy's Benny Hunter. Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic. People, this the intro. Sacramento, California, born and raised. And Antelope is where I spend most of my days. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down.